Hey guys, I just wanted to put out this vlog to really kind of talk about things that I wanted to become of the channel and just things I wanted to accomplish, and to thank all the people who have actually subscribed and liked and shared my videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing all that kind of stuff. But in general, I just want to talk a little bit about myself and what my goals were for YouTube and Twitch and YouTube gaming and stuff like that. I have I'll just kind of start with a couple of things. I'm not really super good at this yet, talking to a camera and stuff like that, talking to a viewer base. I'll get better. Don't worry. I just gotta do it more often. Um, my goal with YouTube is to really help as many people as I possibly can, especially with Twitch and doing live streams and stuff like that. I really want to do that for people. I mean, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now that have made people not have a lot of hope and genuine kindness and doing really good things for people. It's something that's kind of not happening as much as it used to. I mean, still good things are really still happening, but I think the media kind of embeds it in our brain that we just can't really have a lot of good things going on in our lives. But a lot of these big YouTubers, we're still going. I mean, I'm not big, but just for example, those are people are still doing live streams and stuff like that. But for me personally, that's really what the goal I want to accomplish is, just to help as many people as possible. It's really something that I really, really do want to do. And YouTube is something that I want to make a career. I really would love that. But it's a little bit daunting, kind of looking forward to it. The big YouTubers out there, they have like 16 million subscribers and 20 million and 46 million subscribers. It feels like everything's going to be kind of like worked against you, and it's a little bit intimidating just looking at that and seeing people that are so well established in YouTube that makes you kind of fear not being able to get to that point. But I think with time I will give it 2-3 years. I'll definitely be able to do that, and with your help, that's the big thing. With your guys' help, I can really accomplish that and get to the place that I really want to be. The other things I want to touch on is more about myself. I mean, I'm just a regular guy. just wanted to didn't really know. Well, let's see. I'll start from the beginning. What kind of made me want to do YouTube? I felt like there was something in my life I wanted to do. I wanted to help the world in some way. And originally I wanted to be a personal trainer. And I do have a passion for fitness, but as time went on, I just didn't like what it was doing. I was helping a very specific person. I was appealing to just a specific type of people in a group that could only afford what I could offer them for services and stuff like that. And there was a salesman portion of it. I don't like to be a salesman. I hate selling people things. I just don't like to. I hate it. I hate selling people things, pushing things down people's throats, and like, oh, you're selling your service. All my actions to speak for themselves. I mean, that's all that I want. I shouldn't have to sell myself to people. They should just see me and see what I can do and understand and know that I can actually do things. Why I went for YouTube. Is I also felt like YouTube was more of an outlet where you could reach a larger group of people and you could help as many people as you want. I bumped my microphone. But you could reach a larger group of people in a shorter amount of time. I could help the people that I could really want to help and that do need the help in a shorter amount of time. But right now I'm really trying to push for getting videos out and stuff like that, given that I haven't really fully established myself with like the software and editing and like the face cam thing and this has actually been a little bit of an issue because what I'm using is a little bit of it's difficult to kind of finagle sometimes. Like my camera isn't actually recording at the moment. I'm having it on active display while having OBS record the actual display of what is going on in my OBS recording. So the camera's in active display and the computer is recording what the camera is seeing in an active display on the display. So I know I say display a lot, but it's confusing. It's still kind of weird. I'm still not really fully understanding what's going on with it. but I managed to get it work, and I'm still thinking it's doing good. I can see what's going on and everything, so it seems like it's working somewhat properly, but with some quirks. But over time, I'll improve with that kind of stuff. But there's other things I wanted to touch on too, like for more about myself. Um, Over time, people are probably going to ask me what Archeon means and what was the origination of what the name came from, and it's a longer story. I think more than I should, but in this sense, it was the beginning of when I made my name. It was originally it wasn't supposed to mean anything. It was just a name. Originally, I was gonna go for the Duke of Gaming, and I was like the Duke. And then whenever I talk to people, I'd be like, I'm like gaming royalty. I'd be like, no, there's other people who've done that already. But what my name really represents and what it means, Archeon is a unique electrical element that is basically the human spirit. It is a atom that is completely made up of protons. It is a positive element that is created by the human body and spirit. It's unique. That's really what I wanted to represent, was the uniqueness that other people can have and what they can do. That, you just don't follow every norm of society. Everybody is their own person, and they can follow their own path and dreams to whatever they want to do. And that spark, people have always told me that I've had a spark throughout my life, and I never knew what that represented, what that meant. But now that I kind of starting to realize what it does mean, I've noticed things that, well, now that we're back, because my camera just gave out in live feed. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Hopefully it picked that up. Hopefully I can actually edit past that point. But in general, I forgot where I was from my place. My name, Archeon, what it means. It was something that I wanted to create that was eventually going to mean something. I didn't know at the time what it was going to represent or what I wanted it to represent. I just kind of created this thought over time. But when people told me I had a spark throughout my life, I didn't know what it meant or what they meant. But over time, I've kind of noticed that my spark, my element, is inspiring people through words, through my actions, through me being just a super inspirational person. I just had a feeling that that's what it was. And helping people, I felt like what something, I wanted something, a name to really speak to people. When someone, like my outro says a lot about what my name means. And when I speak to that kind of stuff, I talk in a way, how my outro goes. I haven't said it a whole lot. I'm trying to implement it, remember it, and memorize it, and put it into videos. That, I said, hey, go out and do something nice for somebody today and make this world a better place, one act of random kindness at a time. There was a movie that spoke to me. There was a message, and it was actually called Evan Almighty. And I know it's not a funny movie, but there was a scene at the end of the movie. He says, do you want to know how to change the world? It was Morgan Freeman playing as God. And the Steve Carell was looking at him in a puzzled look, his character, and he just kind of like, no, sure, tell me, what can I do to change the world? And Morgan Freeman's God character, he grabs a stick and he writes the word arc on the ground. And he says, an act of random kindness. And that was the first half of my name, and I loved that movie message. It stuck with me for the rest of my life. Or up until now. But I was like, Arc. I was like, well, I just can't be called Arc, even though people do call me Arc. I was like, okay, Arc. People told me I have a spark. Okay, so something to do with electricity. And I was like, well, I had a passion for physics back in school, and talking about in chemistry, and it was chemistry, physics, and a little bit of just different elements and stuff like that. Biology was another passion, but I was thinking of something that was more real, that had more of a meaning to it, had some sort of elemental power. And I've forgotten it's been a while since I've been in school, but I mean, I'm still kind of brushing up on those types of terms and what they actually mean, just so people won't be like, "Hey, that doesn't mean what that means." I'm like, okay, but I came across like just the whole like Archeon thing, the ion. I was like, all right, Ar Archeon. I'm like, no, Archeon. So this what like that flows a lot better. And I was like, well, and I thought a unique electrical element. Then later on, I thought about the proton thing because I never wanted an Archeon to be a negatively charged element or an atom or anything like that. I wanted it to represent something purely positive. There was nothing negative, nothing neutral. It was pure. So it's a pure electrical element that represents the uniqueness and a spark in every individual. And I happen to have my name as Archeon. That's just what I made it as. Everybody's got that unique electrical spark, and I believe they really do have something special, and then nobody should be really hindered by that idea. They should just never be intimidated by it. They should really go out and achieve the goals that they want to achieve. And I'm kind of getting off track here, but that's the meaning. That's what Archeon means. It's just being a person with a spark and having something special and realizing it. But later on I'll kind of elaborate on it, but I think I already have enough. But yeah, that's just kind of about me and reason why I've done YouTube and why I wanted to do it and what more I want to accomplish from it. And I know that over time I will improve. It's the big things that are kind of daunting right now, or the softwares and learning, like I'm using like Adobe Premiere Pro for editing and stuff like that. And it's a little bit interesting. I don't know everything about it yet, but the biggest thing is kind of like I wasn't anticipating the software being the most difficult thing to learn, which it kind of is, but it's kind of like in entirety the job of becoming a YouTuber is kind of a daunting task. Because I mean, you have to learn softwares. I mean, you can do it with normal stuff like you can do it from your phone and become a successful YouTuber. But just me being a stickler for quality and producing the content that I want to produce, I needed stuff. I had a specific standard that I wanted to have, and if I didn't have it, I didn't feel like I was doing a good enough job. So when I have this camera and I have this computer and I have these monitors and I wanted to be able to have all the tools necessary to produce the content that I wanted to produce. So as of right now, I'm very appreciative of what everybody else is doing. I mean, I think as of right now, I have 11 subscribers, and I have I don't remember how many views, but I thought it was over 100, which I'm ecstatic about. That's awesome. 11 subscribers, people. 11. I mean, when I first week, I got 2 subscribers, and they were close friends and family. They were just like my mom and my brother, and that was about it. But even then, I was so ecstatic. I'm like, yes, I'm getting subscribers. This is so cool. But the part that I never want to see happen, which I know it's going to be hard if I do actually be able to make a name for myself on YouTube and stuff like that, and Twitch, I want to be able to talk to everybody, but I know I won't be able to, because I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers that have explained that they get so big that they can't talk to everybody anymore, and it's gonna break my heart too. I mean, like if I do actually become more established in YouTube, it's gonna be a little more difficult because just given the person I am, I have a hard time not being able to talk to people. I mean, I can still talk to people, but acknowledging and talking to everyone. I mean, I want to help everybody, and it's just the person that I've been for so long that I've wanted to help as many people as I possibly could. And it almost hurts my feelings that I just can't actually help those people. If somebody has a question, like if I get more established and more knowledgeable about softwares or the like video camera and stuff like that, and they want to ask me a question. I mean, obviously in the future, yes, I will be doing once I get more familiar with all this kind of stuff, I'll do more videos and tutorials on, like, okay, this is how I did this. This is not how you should just, try to do this, but this is just how I did it. So if you want to do it the way I do it, you can do it this way. I'd love to do those tutorials because helping people in those ways, they're constantly looking for tutorials and advice on how to boost their channel and help their channel. When I get more familiar, I'll do that. I really will. I remember when I was, as I'm starting out now, I talk in like as if I'm like a huge YouTuber now. I don't know why I'm doing that. Um, there's things now that I'm having a little bit of trouble with, and even then, I mean, I can explain it now, like what I'm having trouble with, but maybe some of you are more established than I am, and you can actually help with that. But right now, I really just want to improve as much as I can, make videos for you guys, keep producing content that I want to produce, making you guys laugh and smile and do all this stuff. But I know that I can't do it alone. It's not all going to be me. I mean, I can produce, 100 videos a day, and it doesn't mean that, I'm just going to be super great at it all the time. But with your guys' help, I know I can reach the top. Yep, if you liked it, let me know. And, just last bit, don't forget to do something nice for somebody today. Go out and make this world a better place, one act of random kindness at a time. This is Archeon signing out, and I will see all of you in the next video.